Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today I'm in Dallas, Texas with Harris and USA, the wheel and tire outlet.
Welcome to Dallas, Texas, where everything is bigger.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to be having a walkthrough of this facility. Can you tell us just briefly how big is this?
So this warehouse is 400,000 square feet, which actually makes this one of the biggest tire wholesalers in the country.
So definitely a big warehouse we're going to be visiting today, guys. You're also going to see some empty spaces and everything because you guys just moved here some couple months ago.
So it's actually been, I think, about 4 months we've been into this building, and we have a long way to go, so excuse the mess.
Yeah, I happened to be out 2 weeks ago. We're like, let's go and see what we see. So thank you, Harris, again for your time, and let's go at it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a walkthrough, man. We're gonna start from the outside. Right now it's windy, so
We're actually waiting on permits from the city. Walk you through my vision a little bit. We're gonna have a small little patio here, outside seating for a picnic area for our warehouse guys. We're waiting for the electric fence to come outside off the property. And then obviously we're gonna have our signs outside here and on the top of the building. Visitor parking here, and then just parking for our whole team.
Now, how big is this warehouse?
This is actually about exactly 400,000 square feet.
All right.
Which makes us one of the biggest warehouses in the country. And as you know, everything is bigger in Texas.
All right, man. Well, let's see it. And you're saying you guys moved here maybe about some months ago, right? So it's still a work in progress.
So we've actually moved here less than a year. We started the moving process in January. And I think we've done quite a lot inside, and over the next couple of months, we're going to be building out our office space. We actually got this warehouse as a shell space, and we have big plans. In the next 2 to 3 months, we're going to have a gym, conference room, training center, as well as a few other things inside here. But let's show you what we got so far.
All right.
Some of the guys working here. I want to introduce you to Kaser. He's head of AI and IT. We'll speak to him in a little bit.
Nice. All right, man. We're recording. I hope you don't mind.
He's a good-looking guy, so I don't think he mind.
All right.
We were allowed to build these 2 offices here, and we're going to build the extension. We're actually going to make this 2 stories.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're just waiting on the city permits to do that. Yeah, so just...
These are going to be just offices pretty much.
Yeah, so this is going to be my office, and this is going to be my pops' office here.
Nice.
And then without further ado, let's go step into the warehouse.
Wow, look at that, huh?
So we have about, I think at the moment, 50 team members in this location, soon to be 60.
About how many units would you say you have here, approximately?
So approximately we have about 300,000 tire units, and our goal is to have 700,000 units.
So that's still nowhere near capacity.
So yeah, our capacity should be about 700,000 units. So we're only less than half of capacity. Another thing you'll notice is that every aisle has a dedicated brand. So this whole aisle is dedicated to Rodex tires. And then this whole aisle is dedicated to Croc all the way down. Another cool thing we did is, if you notice, the aisles are extremely small. I think about 6 feet. And what we did is we actually installed magnets on the floor. So whenever the machine gets in onto the floor, it just goes straight shot. That way it doesn't hit any of the racks.
How did you guys install those magnets? Was it like a company? Or
Yeah. We partnered up with a contract company, and they installed these magnets, and we can only use a certain type of machine to navigate here.
certain type of order pickers, pretty much.
Exactly, certain type of order pickers, and that just helps us maximize the space we have.
Yeah, make sure nobody is gonna accidentally
Exactly.
tip everything.
Yeah. All these tires are waiting to be loaded onto the trucks for delivery.
Yeah, so tell us, similar to some of the other guests we had, walkthroughs we've seen, you're telling us there's about 84 docks, roughly?
I never actually counted. I think it's around 86.
86.
Yeah.
And so you're saying that the logic of the warehouse is all the way, so one end is receiving, then it kind of funnels through to sales, pretty much, or
Exactly. So
loading.
on the back, we receive all of our containers, and in the front, we ship all the tires out.
Okay.
So we actually have 2 different teams operating here. So we have one manager here and then another manager here. And as you can see, this is just the work of a couple of months.
Dude, this is amazing though. Like the amount of tires here, and in a matter of months, it's so just some months ago it was empty.
Yeah, just a few months ago, and you'll notice we're gonna go here. They're still putting in racks, so we still have a lot of racks to install. And we actually, another thing we did is we installed the racks ourselves with our own team members. Again, you got Zeta tires all the way down, and on this side we have GT tires.
Now that is something I'm noticing. So for example, we've seen some warehouses that have fixated racks. Why did you end up going with like non-fixated racks?
It's easier to move if we ever want to change something, get new racks as well. We spent a lot of money investing in all these racks. I think we have about 50,000 racks in this building.
Huh. Oh my God.
So that's a lot of money.
So you're saying just pretty much let's get this money to use, to good use.
So we still have to install this aisle right here.
So this is what you're saying, there's like still some work in progress.
Oh man,
aisles.
we have a lot of work to do, a lot of work pending. But I mean, I'm proud of what the guys have done in such a short time.
Now, do you guys also stock wheels here? Is that where we're going?
Yeah, so we actually manufacture our own wheels. We have our own brand of wheels called XM Wheels, Extreme Mudder, XM Off-Road, as well as replica wheels, as well as a few other brands that we wholesale. That's where we're going.
What about online? I saw you said you guys do have a FedEx and a UPS truckload for pretty much filling in orders.
Yeah, so we ship about 2 to 3 FedEx containers every single day.
Wow,
that's a lot of tires that we actually sell to all the online retailers.
Pretty much. Okay. What about, have you guys thought about online yourself? Or
I don't want to become competition with the customers we already deal with. We like to stay in our lane, which is just wholesale.
Nice.
We got a lot of work to do, and we'll go back there as well. I just want to show you. So as you can see, there's still a lot of empty bins.
Are you guys using a sort of like RT, or what are you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we recently partnered up with RT, and we're using RT scanners and RT barcodes throughout the whole warehouse.
How's that going? Like, does it tell you where to locate them, pretty much? Where to install or where to load?
Yeah, so it actually, we're actually taking it a step further. Even on our pallets, on the pickers, we have barcodes. So as the tires are being moved, we know what's on each pallet.
Where it's in each. What about truckloads?
So same thing, we have a barcode on the truck. So they're scanning the tire, and then they're scanning the barcode on the truck and just loading it.
And then once they are delivered, they just scan it again, saying these are coming out of a truck.
Exactly.
Nice.
Right here, we have our wheels. Obviously not as many wheels as tires.
Yeah.
We still have a lot of wheels to put on. Another step we're doing is putting barcodes on every single wheel. Obviously, tires already come with a barcode. We still have
wheels normally don't come with
wheels don't come with a barcode.
Oh man,
that's a whole nother project.
Looks nice though. Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, when we bought this warehouse, one of the things we had to do was actually change all the sprinkler heads. In the tire industry, you have to have a certain type of sprinkler. Another thing you notice is that we can only organize our tires stacked up. We can't slice them.
Why?
city regulations.
So here in Texas, you can't stack them like that. You have to stack them up.
Most areas, yeah, you have to stack them
Vertical.
up like this. Exactly. So these tires are actually going to be unstacked and then restacked.
So were you guys previously putting them like that, and that's why?
In our old building, we were allowed to. This new building, we're not allowed to. So we have to.
But what's the logic behind that? Is it just a risk? Or
Well,
weight?
what it is it's actually for just in case of a fire, for the water to reach all the way down, right? Faster.
Okay.
So whenever the tires are stacked up like this, it's easier for the water to go circle down.
Learn something new every day, I guess.
Yes. That was actually city regulations, and it's interesting because we have a Yokohama RDC 5 minutes away from our location.
Okay. And then they stack them like this as well? Or?
Yeah. So everything you see here on the floor is being moved into the racks, and it should be moved into the racks by the end of the day.
So as we said, this is receiving.
Yeah,
All these doors open are receiving containers.
exactly.
And then your team comes, picks them up. RT system tells them pretty much this is where you should load them.
Exactly. So we load about 5,000 to 8,000 tires a day.
Wow. So about
About
8 to 10 containers.
exactly.
Well, depending on the size.
So we have around 50 people right now, running around everywhere, and we'll probably have about 60 in the next couple of months.
Anything insightful you want us to know? Fun fact? Anything you can think of? You're a salesperson, man. Give me
Well,
good stuff.
If there's anybody that needs tires anywhere in the country, let us know. We ship nationwide. Actually, 50% of our business is shipping containers. Obviously, we do the local trucks here in Texas. We deliver 2 to 3 times a day in Texas, in most areas. We also have locations in Houston. But 50% of our business is actually mixing our products and shipping nationwide. So we ship a couple of containers every single day across the country.
And so these are not factory direct. They're more like you pretty much can mix.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you have a large variety of tires to choose from to mix.
And then you can build, is it what, a 53 footer typically?
Exactly, 53 footers. Yeah. You can go this way. So all these tires we just received in the last day or two.
Now, how do you know, Harris, what brands to carry?
You know, we have a very good relationship with most of our vendors, and we look for brands that we can call our own in the state of Texas. What I mean by that is brands that we have the exclusive rights to distribute. Right. We want to have a unique product line, but we don't have to worry about, a few dollars to undercut another brand. Most of our brands that we carry are exclusive to us here in Texas. And also, as you know, it's very important to have quality tires. Most of our tires have at least a 40,000-mile warranty and also a road hazard warranty.
Okay.
And we have, like I said, exceptional vendor partners, and we have good relationships in the tire industry. Relationships are everything.
So, because I do see, a lot of Crossmax, Waterfall. I would say, how many different brands do you guys carry in this warehouse?
So we have about 20 different brands here.
Which is not very common. Typically, you see warehouses that have maybe tops 5, 10 brands.
The unique thing about us is whenever we dedicate ourselves to a line or brand, we carry the whole line, right? So when I say 20 different brands, I'm talking about 20 different brands in almost every size.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of tires.
Now, you mentioned something about TBR. So you're saying TBR tires are not being stacked here. That's in your other warehouse.
Yeah, so I'm going to take you to our old warehouse where TBR is our new journey. We've just started getting into the TBR business, and we actually have a dedicated warehouse just for TBR and truck tires.
How's that working out?
So far, so good. It takes a lot more space. It's not as easy as PCR. In this whole warehouse, there isn't any truck tires.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully that'll be something good for us. Another thing that's important to us and all of our customers is price, right? So the difference between us and most other wholesalers is we stock very heavy. Some specific sizes, we have over 10,000 tires in a specific size and a specific brand, which allows us to carry on that deal to our customers so they can get the best price.
What's that?
Cosmo is another brand of ours that we've had a very good partnership with. Sorry for the mess. This is what happens whenever you have a lot of
everything, right?
Yeah. Luxani. So yeah, whenever the picker gets on, they're just stuck in one spot. They don't have to move left or right. They just grab the tires from the left to the right.
I see. That's actually pretty cool. I always wondered how they were able to keep driving so straight.
Yeah.
Now I know it's a magnet.
Well, most wholesale tire companies don't do that. That's why they have a much bigger space, right? We're just trying to maximize whatever space we have here.
Right. Well, at the end of the day, it's in space is
Everything.
important. Very important. I don't know, man. I'm thinking, what else? What else do we want to mention?
Oh, so over here, our plan is to develop offices. Our future offices are actually going to be from here down all the way here. This is all going to be constructed into offices for our sales guys, accounting guys. We're going to have a gym. We're going to have a training center and also a conference room. And this is also going to be 2 stories here.
So pretty much all of this is going to be office space.
Yeah, so whenever you come back in a couple of months, this will be ready to go.
An open house. You guys are having an open house, you were telling me?
Yeah, our plan is to have a grand opening and an open house in August, just depending on how fast we're able to do construction here.
So by the time you guys are watching this video, it's actually going to be right around either July or August.
Okay.
So if you're watching this, then yeah, sure to check it out.
So we have about a fleet of 20 trucks just dedicated to DFW to deliver trucks, to deliver tires for our customers. And our plan is to actually expand and double that fleets. Another thing we're planning to do pretty soon is operate 2 different shifts. So that way our drivers can leave about 6 a.m. for customers to get their tires around 8 o'clock.
Nice.
So yeah.
How's your cutoff time? So tell me a little more about your logistics, like the
logistics currently, if a customer orders tires before 10 p.m., they will get it the next day. We're here till around 10 o'clock pulling tires. And then if a customer orders before 12 o'clock, they'll get it the same day as well. That's for most areas in Texas.
And these are all tires pending to be loaded into a route?
Yep. These are wheels that are supposed to be shipping out.
And this is like your dropship guy?
Yeah, this is our...
Nice. Well, Harris, do you have any words of encouragement? People who want to either start their journey in the tire business as a tire shop or eventually wants to have a beautiful warehouse like yours, what do you have to say?
Well, first of all, if anyone ever needs any help in the tire business, you know me. I am very involved in the business day to day, and I believe that everyone can grow together, whether that be another tire wholesaler, whether that be a tire retailer. So if anyone ever needs any support in the tire business, I'm always available. I love to talk to new entrepreneurs and people that are trying to develop their tire business. We have a dedicated sales team to help anyone anywhere in the country. And I guess my last advice is if you have a dream, don't be afraid to do it. Just take the first step and then work hard and everything else will follow.
All right, man. Well, thank you, Harris, for your time, man.
Thank you so much, Fernando.
By the way, guys, if you haven't seen the podcast, by the time you're watching this video, we did have a podcast with Harris here too, explaining kind of like the history, how it started, because it wasn't just like this started from like night and day. It took plenty of years. So Harris goes in detail as to the background story. Feel free to click on my channel, and then you'll be able to see the podcast with Harris too. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.